Hello everyone, my name is Sinfury Hart and I am here to talk about an amazing indie cyberpunk themed game called Replaced. When I first saw this trailer back in 2022 at the Game Awards, I was immediately hooked on the visuals and the amazing vocal soundtrack. When I found out it takes place in an 80s sci-fi setting, I was smiling. As someone who grew up in the 80s and loved the vibe of it, I knew this game would be for me. Developed by Sad Studios, this action game is about an AI protagonist named Reach. An unexpected accident happens at the lab that he was created in. His mind is merged with the body of his creator, Warren Marsh. Confused and not sure how to fix this mess, he escapes due to an explosion in a laboratory. Finds out how dangerous this world really is on the other side of the wall. The story is pretty decent and has kept me interested from start to finish. Reach comes off as this emotionless and dangerous threat to humanity. It's not surprising going by what he is. Throughout the game, he learns to better understand what it means to be human and how everything he knew up until then is not what it seems. The story concept of an AI learning to be human has been used so many times in past media that I never really get tired of seeing it being retold in a game like this. I already mentioned this earlier how the visuals of this 2.5D game immediately hooked me in, but the gameplay made me even more excited. In my opinion, the combat never felt stale and never felt bored while I played through this. When it comes to new games or indie games, this is always my main concern. It is also why I'm so hesitant to give new games a try. That's a whole nother rant for another day. As you progress through the game, you can unlock other weapons and upgrades for your equipment. I will admit there are times that I died or I got too greedy by not paying attention to my surroundings when the enemies are about to attack. It can get a little overwhelming, but over time you learn to adapt and rely on your reflexes to win during a tough battle. The different weapons that you collect are all useful in your battles. There is one upgrade that I really like, but for spoiler reasons, I don't want to mention it. It does look so cool when you use it. The visuals, the atmosphere, the overall vibe just felt nice to experience. I admire the different places you can visit. I can't help but look around and search for items whenever I get the chance. Exploring the areas and doing side quests is very rewarding. There are also puzzles involved. Some are a little challenging, but some I was glad to figure out on my own. My favorite puzzle so far is solving a combination lock on a box. I will not show the correct combination here, but I had to go on Google and look up calendars from 1944 and 1955. I never thought I had to do that much research, and I eventually solved the puzzle on my own. My complaint when it comes to exploring is that you can't really explore as much, and that's understandable. What makes this game shine the most is its cutscenes with a cinematic experience. I was reminded of older sci-fi movies like RoboCop or the Terminator series. These are some of the movies that I grew up watching and enjoyed a lot. The soundtrack for this game is amazing. I fell in love with just the songs shown in the trailers, especially Rust and Dusk. The moment I heard the Rust song, I got emotional just listening to it. There are not many vocal songs, but the rest of the soundtrack works well overall. Electronica, synthwave, some electric guitar as well. All these sounds blended together to set the atmosphere for this cyberpunk world. Battle theme is so good that it gets me excited every time a battle starts. While I enjoyed playing the game and the gameplay was addicting, there are some issues that I have with it. Sometimes it becomes difficult to find out where to go because the places to grab or a ledge to grab blends in too much with the background or the restricted area that the character can walk on or interact with. There are times where I don't make the jump all because I was off by a pixel or something. The pipes are pretty obvious since they are bronze or gold colored, so that's simple to see for the player. But when trying to find something to grab onto in order to climb the wall, it becomes confusing and a little bit frustrating. This game also has bugs, and I'm glad that I took my time playing this game. These bugs do include soft locking the game temporarily and bugged achievements that don't activate. At the time of this recording, they just released a patch today that fixed some of the achievements being broken. I'm really thankful the developers are fixing up the bugs as fast as possible. My overall playthrough time was 13 hours. This included looking for collectibles and all the upgrades that I could find. This game is also $20, and I'm not complaining about that. Sadly, there is no New Game Plus, and there is no Chapter Select as an option. If the devs are watching this video, can you please add in a Chapter Select option? I really think it would increase replayability for this game. I missed a few collectibles on my first playthrough, and I'm sure other players have probably experienced it as well. This was a fun and memorable experience for me. It has been a long time since I played a really good platformer game, and being set in the 1980s was a plus for me. It reminded me of an era from a long time ago, the classic rock band references that I noticed. The Walkman that Reach carries around, old television sets, the arcade cabinets from when arcades used to be a thing. All of it was nostalgia for me, and I am here for it. I would recommend this game if you want a fun experience and love a sci-fi story set in 1980s Cyberpunk America. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Take care, and have a good day.